All right, let's dive right in. Today, we're talking about a massive shift that is completely rewriting the rules for getting found online. This isn't about the search you grew up with. This is about how you rank in the age of AI.
Look, this is going to sound a little intense, but it's the absolute truth. The old SEO playbook, it's basically becoming obsolete. Why? Because the way we all search is changing. People aren't clicking through links anymore. They're getting answers directly from an AI. And that means all that traffic you used to count on is just vanishing into what people are calling the AI ether.
So you can really see the difference here. In the old world, the classic 10 blue links, the whole game was to get your page to #1. But in this new world, the goal is totally different. It's about getting your brand, your data, your ideas woven directly into the AI's answer. It's a completely new way of thinking about visibility.
And this whole shift, well, it creates a pretty fundamental problem for anyone trying to build a business or a brand online. And it all boils down to one single, incredibly important thing: trust.
Okay, get ready for this number. It's kind of staggering. A study by Jason Tablin found that a brand's own website only shows up in AI-generated source links about 9% of the time. Just let that sink in for a second. That means over 90% of the time, the AI is looking somewhere else for its information. And that brings us to the most important question in this whole new era. If the AI is skipping right past brand websites, where's it going? Who does it actually consider a trustworthy source? Answering this question is the key to the entire new playbook.
To play by these new rules, we've got a whole new discipline popping up. It's not about optimizing for search engines anymore. It's about optimizing for answer engines.
So AEO, Answer Engine Optimization, is built for this new reality. The whole focus shifts away from just climbing a list of links. Instead, you're trying to become an essential ingredient in that final synthesized answer. It's a totally different mindset.
Now, to really get AIO, you have to understand a little bit about how these large language models, or LLMs, actually work. They're trained on just unimaginable amounts of data from all over the internet. And by crunching all that info, they learn to connect ideas that they see together all the time. If the AI sees "have a break" and "Kit Kat" mentioned together thousands and thousands of times, it builds a really strong connection. It learns associations, just like our brains do.
And this is maybe the most important point of all. An AI is basically designed to copy human consensus. It's naturally skeptical of what you say about yourself on your own website because, of course you're going to say you're great, right? It's biased. So instead, it goes looking for proof from other people, from the authentic, messy, conversational human internet.
So if the AI is listening to the human internet, where exactly is that? Well, the first place you absolutely have to be is in the AI's version of a town square, these big community-driven platforms.
You've got platforms like Reddit and Quora. They're an absolute goldmine for AI training. First off, they have actual data partnerships with Google and OpenAI, so they have a direct pipeline. But more than that, the content is real user-generated stuff, which AI sees as way more authentic. The whole question and answer format is a perfect match for how we talk to AIs. And maybe most importantly, these communities are really good at calling out spam and garbage, which builds a layer of trust that the AIs really rely on.
All right, next up, let's look at the second pillar, creating undeniable proof that you know what you're talking about. And this is all about mastering your digital reputation. I love this quote because it's just so blunt and so true. In this AI era, reviews on sites like G2, Trustpilot, or Yelp, they aren't just for your customers anymore. They are incredibly powerful trust signals for these answer engines. The AI models are scanning these sites to see what real people are saying, and they use that to decide who to recommend. So what do you actually do about it? Well, it's a pretty straightforward 3-step plan. First, go claim all your listings and make sure everything is up to date. Second, you have to build a system to actively, and I mean actively, ask your happy customers to leave you feedback. And third, don't hide it. You got to showcase your best reviews and your highest ratings right there on your own website. Okay, the third and final piece of this new playbook is a channel that so many people underestimate in classic SEO, but it is becoming an absolute powerhouse for AI: video. Just think about that for a second. YouTube is not just a social media platform. It is a massive search engine, the second biggest in the world, where millions of people go every single day to find answers and learn how to do things. And you can bet the AIs are watching. And that's where the real opportunity is.
For so many industries, especially those complex B2B topics, there's a huge content gap on YouTube. By making helpful videos that actually show your expertise, you're not just getting in front of people, you're creating the perfect, citable resource for an AI to use when it needs to explain something complicated.
So, when you put all these pieces together, the community platforms, the reviews, the video, what does it all add up to? Well, it requires a totally new mindset. You've got to stop thinking about just optimizing your website and start thinking about your presence across the entire internet. This is what we call search everywhere optimization. Your website, it's not the center of your universe anymore. It's just one star in a whole constellation of trust signals. Your conversations on Reddit, your reviews on G2, your tutorials on YouTube, they are all critical parts of this new reputation ecosystem. At the end of the day, this is the end game. Your goal is to create this critical mass of proof. You want to make sure that wherever an AI looks for answers, whether it's a forum, a review site, or a video platform, it finds credible, positive mentions of your brand solving problems for real people.
So I'll leave you with this one question. Just forget about the old metrics for a second and really ask yourself, is my brand visible where the real conversations are happening? Because in the age of AI, that's the only place that's going to matter.